guys, it's just time to admit he's on the fucking list. He's on the fucking list. He's involved in that whole world. Just fucking admit it finally, okay? You claim to give a shit about kids. You claim to give a shit about money. All you guys are talking about hunting pedophiles, and you post your pedophile hunting licenses, and you're this and you're that, and you put stickers on the back of your trucks talking about hunting pedophiles. And then you have an opportunity to expose one of the biggest fucking pedophiles on the planet, and what do? You fucking vote for him. It's time to just admit you were wrong. By the way, watch this.
Hey, do you remember when Trump bizarrely wished Ghislaine Maxwell well twice after she was arrested for child sex trafficking? Well, I want you to listen to his answer here, and I'm going to point out something else that I want to talk about.
I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well.
So not only is it beyond bizarre that Donald Trump would wish Ghislaine Maxwell well twice in this video, but it's also completely strange that he would pretend not to know that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein lived in Palm Beach at the same time he did. And it's just proof that whenever the subject of Epstein comes up, Donald Trump will lie every time. And for proof of that, I point to this New York Magazine article about Jeffrey Epstein that was published in October 2002, in which Donald Trump says this about Jeffrey Epstein. I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life. So 15 years before 2002 is 1987. And if we start to put together a timeline, let's go to Mar-a-Lago's own website where it says in 1985, Donald J. Trump purchased the property. And as you can see from this story about Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach home being demolished, it says the property was located on 358 El Brillo Way and was purchased by Epstein in 1990. And if we just pop those two addresses into Google Maps, you can see that they are just 1.4 miles apart and can be driven to each other in 5 minutes. Seems like these two buddies wanted to live close to each other, huh? So Trump buys Mar-a-Lago in 1985, then 2 years later, Epstein and Trump become friends, and just 3 years after that, Epstein decides to buy a home walking distance to Mar-a-Lago. And that's probably why video like this surfaced of Trump partying at Mar-a-Lago with Jeffrey Epstein in 1992. And of course, that close friendship continued for years, as you can see by this party that happened at Mar-a-Lago in February of 2000. And who else was at that party besides Trump and Melania, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Jeffrey Epstein? None other than disgraced royal Prince Andrew. But of course, Prince Andrew became disgraced because Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre claimed that he participated in Epstein's schemes. But Giuffre also said that she was recruited by Epstein when she was 15 and was coerced into sexual activity with him and associates in return for payments. But where did Epstein meet Giuffre? Well, as it turns out, the same year that this party took place at Mar-a-Lago, according to her deposition, Giuffre said she was working as a spa attendant at Mar-a-Lago in 2000 when she was approached by Epstein's longtime girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, about giving massages to the wealthy investor who owned a mansion in Palm Beach not far from the Trump resort. Yes, so not only were Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein friends for over 13 years at the time this photo was taken, they also lived within a 5-minute drive of each other, and Jeffrey Epstein was actually trafficking girls within Donald Trump's home and club. And I know that MAGA likes to tell the story that Donald Trump kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago after he hit on a member's daughter, but there's a problem with that theory. And that's because the same book that reported that has a footnote in it that says the authors were shown Mar-a-Lago's registry from more than a decade earlier, and that Epstein, in fact, had been a member until October of 2007. And yet this article that was published September 3rd, 2006, more than a year earlier, talks about Jeffrey Epstein already being arrested and how he was receiving preferential treatment from the prosecutors in Florida. So I'm sorry, it's much more likely that Trump saw Epstein as a liability and kicked him out of his club because he'd already been arrested for sex crimes. So while Trump may try to play down the longtime friendship that he had with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, it just doesn't jive with the facts.